So thank you very much to Lawrence for letting me go first. Media is normally at the last 5 minutes, so this is it's a great honour. I'm going to talk to you about a case study for McCain jacket potatoes called a hot potato. There are endless puns you can do with this territory, but I promise that will be the only one, maybe. This was a product that was many years in the making. Obviously McCain you will probably know for their frozen chips. They wanted to expand the business without cannibalising their core portfolio. So they created this product called Ready Baked Jacket, which is a jacket potato which tastes as good as a jacket potato, trust me on this, that has been baked for an hour in the oven. I know, too good to be true, right? So what they did is they worked out that they knew they had a great product, but they needed to do an awful lot of pre-testing. So they did round after round after round of pre-testing with consumers to find out what the kind of barriers were. So the main thing we really needed to work out was what were the barriers that we needed to really kind of meet head on. And the main barrier, one barrier stood out above all others, is that people just didn't think that this was possible. They thought that something had been meddled with on a very deep level with this potato. So what we did then is we did some further qualitative and quantitative research, and we found 3 extra insights which really were useful to help guide our communications planning. The first one is that to kind of get past all the negative associations associated with microwave food, we had to kind of find a way to bypass that and get straight to the heart of appetite appeal, because there's a lot of love generally for jacket potatoes, and we knew that if we could deliver that almost in a very kind of sensory way, that we'd be able to kind of actually get people on the kind of road towards accepting that this actually might taste as good as it looks. So we knew that appetite appeal was absolutely crucial and held the key to getting past this cynicism about the product. The second insight was from the kind of the pre-test, the concepts and product testing, was that there was a marked difference in people's attitudes before and after tasting. So much so that the guys who were doing the micro test for us said they were the highest uplifts they'd ever seen. So you can see here, tastes really delicious. Less people believing that it tastes the same as a microwave potato. Significant pre and post changes there. So we knew that if we could just get people to give the product a go, then we'd be on our way towards success. The third insight, which was really interesting, we kind of got in the focus groups people to kind of talk about the products, those who had actually tried the products compared to those who had just heard about it. And we found that the people who had tried the products were almost evangelical in their kind of effusive praise for the product. And this actually isn't like a kind of new insight. We know, that brands are not in the most trusted place right now, and that people often trust strangers more than brands. But what we thought was really interesting is actually those who were previously the most cynical about the products and said that you cannot deliver a great potato in the microwave, were actually became some of the biggest advocates, and were really kind of almost kind of willing everyone else to kind of believe them. So that was a really key insight as well. So what we did is we used those 3 different insights to pull together 3 complementary but very different roles of communication. And the key thing with this campaign, as you'll see later, is this is not a campaign with any matching luggage at all. So what we had is the need to drive the appetite appeal. That was largely driven by paid media. There was a key role for owned media, mostly owned media, to drive trial. And then earned media was all about advocacy and conversations and actually putting the product to the test. So complementary roles for communication. We delivered appetite appeal at scale through a very kind of concentrated, probably over about 2 months, TV and print campaign. The TV ad featured a lovely rustic McCain factory, and there were all sorts of lovely kind of machines that were testing the potato for fluffiness and aroma. And of course getting across ready in 5 minutes, that was a crucial message. And then in print and out of home, we went for very premium standout formats to create a sense of launch. And the key kind of messages here were oven baked tastiness in 5 minutes. We also had a line about rumbling tummies rejoice, and the product itself was absolutely front and centre. looking absolutely delicious. We also, in TV, coined the notion of the post-9 p.m. watershed. The insight here was that often when you think about the jacket potato moment, because it's so convenient, we wanted to advertise to people when the opportunity to stick one in the oven for an hour had actually gone. So post 9 o'clock, you can't have that. The microwave option looks quite unappetizing. So we really focused our media around that moment. We also kind of built together all three of those roles into a series of bus shelters, and here we really wanted to literally make the audience salivate. So what we did is we had a 3D fiberglass potato, obviously, and what we did is we worked to recreate the smell of a freshly baked jacket potato. It took about 3 months to perfect. And we had this smell kind of being blasted out as people were going up and down the street. And actually, if you touched your hands, the fiberglass potato would heat up, which was perfect because this was actually the beginning of February. It just snowed, which was a concern for the installation, but it delivered kind of great kind of PR value. And we also, to kind of complete the chain and get people to give the products a go, we actually had a little button that if you pressed it would dispense a 50p off coupon, which is the first time that had been done in the UK. And so that really kind of brought all three of those elements together. And then the second part, we really made it easy for people not to find a reason not to give the products a go. So there's a couple of ways we did this. First, we worked really closely with the marketing team at McCain to look at what they could do on pack. The first thing we did was to introduce a money-back guarantee. So if the consumer tried it, it didn't live up to expectations, they could actually take it back and get their money back. And we also had a series of text messages which were ring-fenced in around stores where we had proximity out of home, supported by online display, where we introduced jackets. You could buy a 2-packet of jackets rather than the 4-pack for an introductory price of £1. The third part was about earning media from what would have been the people who would be the most cynical about the products. So what we did is we kind of sent out the products to people like Tom Parker Bowles and Alex James there, and said, right, we think this is absolutely brilliant products, put it to the test. We also got the products to be tested live on This Morning with Holly Willoughby, and they all agreed unanimously that our products was way better than the microwave version, and in many cases better than the one that had been baked for an hour. It wouldn't be an IPA effectiveness study without some results. It was the most successful FMCG launch of the year. We very quickly hit all of our penetration targets and moved way beyond that, and also awareness and consideration. We actually, within 6 weeks, we'd probably doubled where we thought we'd be around that time. So what are the key learnings? 3 key learnings for me. In FMCG especially, there's no such thing as a soft launch. So you only really have one chance, especially with retailers, to get it right. Retailers will want to see results in the first couple of weeks. They not only want to see penetration, but also repeat rates. What we did with this campaign is we actually persuaded the retailers to launch outside of the normal launch period for FMCG, which is March. And we said, you know, we have got such confidence in this product, it will deliver for you. The second insight is that launching a new product is not only just about awareness. So you may have to educate, you may need to inspire, you may also need to really think about how you're going to plan for earned media, not just you know, hope for the best, hope you're going to get some advocacy. So while awareness is obviously really important, you need to think about all of the different parts of the jigsaw. And the final insight with this campaign, which actually I think we could have taken even further, is that your natural skeptics, because we all have natural skeptics for a new product launch, these guys can become your most powerful advocates. And actually, you know, kind of hearing this information, not just from the advertiser, but from an unexpected source, can be a really powerful thing. So Connor asked me to think about what would I have done differently, and so if I had another chance, I think we'd have made a lot more about consumer reviews. So we got some fantastic PR from the kind of leading food bloggers and food critics. But actually, the consumer results, what we would have liked to have done next time around is really kind of pull that through and make it really transparent and put it above the line. And also, as well as kind of talking to the kind of the famous food kind of critics and bloggers, there is a fantastic amount of content out there on YouTube, especially with the Content Creator Network, which we would have absolutely, we'd have really missed a trick really. We should have put this product in front of those guys as well to review. So that's a whistle-stop tour for that case study. Thank you very much.